In December, Reginald Burks drove down an Ozark street, and that's when a police officer turned on his blue lights. Burks received a ticket and paid it. But what has him concerned isn't the money, but what Judge Nicholas Bull ordered him to do.
Judge told me the way I spoke to the officer, the reason that he's doing the things he's doing.
And what Ozark Municipal Judge Nicholas Bull did was order Burks to apologize to the officer who wrote that ticket, a written apology. And Burks says the judge backed him into a corner when he ordered him to jail for 10 days unless he says I'm sorry to the officer.
So I paid the whole fine, but the judge said you still gonna write a letter of apology, or either you'll be arrested within 30 days. You will be arrested or held in contempt of court.
Burks had no plans to apologize, believing that paying that nearly $200 fine is punishment enough. As for those contentious words between him and the Ozark officer, nothing about that deserves an apology.
After he gave me the ticket, he stood at the car. I said, hey man, can you move? Can you get out of the way? Can I take my daughter to school? He got right there in front of the mirror and stood in front of the car. Was like, go ahead and go. I said, how am I gonna go if you standing right there, man? Move your out of the way.
Burks admits that he did use an expletive when asking the officer to move, but profanity is not against the law.
You shouldn't do that to an officer that's give his life up every day to serve you. I said, that's his choice. He chose that job. I chose my job.
There's a lot of confusion about it.
Attorney David Harrison believes that the situation Reginald Burks has found himself in has nothing to do with the speeding ticket that started this ordeal. He says it is about freedom of speech.
That there is protected speech. And protected speech is protected by the Constitution. It's protected by the First Amendment. That is, you can say things, and that is protected. What's protected? And according to the federal cases, what has to happen is those words that he uses or someone uses has to incite violence. That means that it has to be a serious threat. That's not the case in this situation.
Harrison adds that Supreme Court cases support his interpretation of the law. Profanity-laced language does not violate the law. As for Burks, he stands firm in the belief that he was not wrong for what he said, and he's ready to be locked up if that's what it takes to stand up for his rights.
But I told my mom I'm probably just going to go up there and see if they're going to actually give me some time for not 10 days or 30 days, whatever they want to give me, for not writing an apology letter, because I'm not writing an apology letter. I don't think it's necessary.